So this kind of goes over the Title I. I won't go through and read all of this, but Title I schools, we do receive extra funding, and with those funds, we have a breakdown to show you kind of exactly what we spend on those funds. So with being a Title I school, we also have to have parent involvement. So anytime that you want to come in and actually volunteer, there is a process for you to actually volunteer to be inside of the school with the students. Like if you just want to come and say help us out as far as like we have furniture that needs to be moved and taken to Brainerd Annex. If you're able to do that, you don't have to do the next step that I'm about to talk about. So if it's something that involves where you're cleaning up or trying to help us clean up the stadium or doing something like that, that doesn't require you to actually get the volunteer paperwork that you have to get signed with Hamilton County. If you are wanting to come into the building and actually be amongst the students at any time during the day to like say make copies for a teacher or to help out while students are here, you will have to get approved. You have to be fingerprinted through our system, and then you also have to have an application that is approved by the Hamilton County school system. So that's all done through their website and their system that they have to go and approve you first before we can let you come into the building with the students. That is an extra layer of protection for anybody just randomly coming off the street saying, oh, I want to go to your building, and we have no idea where that person is coming from. So we do background checks and all that before we're able to let you into the building to actually be those students. Our Title I funds, what are they used for? It's used for extra teachers to have so that we can be able to do smaller classroom sizes, additional teachers, additional training for staff, extra time for instruction. So sometimes we use our second block to pull for, say, RTI to give them extra practice in English classes or in their science classes or in math classes. We try to hit the main three core to make sure that that student doesn't have to take basically remedial courses once they go to the next step and they're prepared for whatever they do after they graduate from high school. And then also extra materials and equipment. I know right now we're in the process of trying to order document cameras for the teachers that don't have them or have already been burnt out. We've had them for like 5 years or so, and now they're gone, so we're trying to get those ones.
With these funds, we have to let you know where we're using them. Most of the time, we're using our funds and supplemental staff. So as a county, they give us a certain amount of money, a certain amount of teachers that could be in our building. And with Title I money, we've added to that. So we added a educational assistant. We added a truancy specialist. So we have 2 right now. We also have a Canadian school specialist, Ms. Yancey, who is outside. A Success Academy facilitator and a dean of students allowed us to add to our admin team. Programs, tutoring, supplies, transportation. So once tutoring can start, we'll do that after school with transportation. We'll also help with that in the summer and professional development opportunities for our teachers. So the SIP is a school improvement plan. So to get a school improvement plan every single year, we have to present this to Hamilton County on what we plan to grow and do better in East Ridge High School. So you have the ability to see that. So what we do, we identify what the plan is, identify our goals or what we need to do to meet those goals, how we can best prepare our teachers, and ultimately how much it costs to do that. So what is a school-wide program goals? It says by summer of 2026, East Ridge High School will meet the following accelerated student learning goals. In literacy, a minimum of 27.5% of students have taken English 1 or English 2, which is 9th, 10th. EOC will score on track Title Parent and Family Engagement Funding. So in Title I, we are able to give money and have parent engagement in this. As an example, like this would be parent engagement. We can only use a certain percentage of that funds towards stuff like this. So it says U.S. Title Parent also has the right to be involved in how we spend our money. So we're very transparent in how we spend Title I money. So if it's not like we're keeping it from you, we'll let you know how we're spending that money moving forward. So it's over here, $6,100 in parent and family engagement funding. And what we're going to plan on doing with that is we have a family partnership position, FAFSA night, which will be coming up. So if you have a student that's a senior, FAFSA night is very important to hopefully get some funds when it comes to college. We're also going to have some math and ELA focused nights. So something that opens up our classrooms, opens up our hallways to celebrate what we're doing in math class and ELA. Also, our CT and Future Ready. So every student at Eastridge High School is considered Future Ready or in a Future Ready class. So we have pathways in our ABCD, which is our automotive, our building construction, and our design. We also have our leadership, which includes your ROTC, includes our health science, and includes cybersecurity or AD production. So with that money, we're going to hopefully greatly begin to celebrate all these things. Also with our culture and family events that we'll have throughout the year. As Ms. Mitchell said, our students will get the school parent compact later on to have brought to you by your students. So we'll put a call out and let you know that compact is coming home. Please do me a huge favor and look over that, please. It shows you get to your rights when it comes to Title I for you as a parent or student at Title I. So it says February or Friday, December 5th, so next Friday we'll make sure to get that to you. We'll also put it online if you have any questions. Curriculum. So when it comes to what is being taught in our classrooms, we follow the Tennessee academic standards that are given to us by the state. So no matter where you go into the state of Tennessee, if you're taking biology, it's the same curriculum you're taking here that you would take in the other public school as well. So everything that is taught here in Eastridge follows that framework. And we have strategic questions, strategic plans for that. If you ever want to go and search all that fun stuff, feel free to do so. It's for your ability to do that. Also talk about the tests that we give it. Remember, if you have an EOC or child has an EOC, they will take that at the end of the school year. So those ninth graders will be taking the English 1 and Algebra 1. We do have some ninth graders that'll take geometry, depending on where they're at in their progression in math. You also take English 2. You also take an Algebra 2, Biology, US History. Also during the school year, your 12th grade students will take the ACT that is free, a civics exam which they have to pass, and then ultimately the ASVAB, which helps as well in this placement for job opportunities. Also, our juniors will take ACT in the spring for their free opportunity there. We also give dual enrollment and advanced placement. So our dual enrollment is through Chat State. So those opportunities to gain college credit while at Eastridge High School and hopefully save you some money down the road. Some of those are given 5 free during your junior and senior year. So those are some that we're using. And also advanced placement. So advanced placement is the opportunity for students to be pushed with the curriculum and also take a test at the end of the year to gain some college credit.
What can you do to help us out? Is number 1, encouraging your students to actually come to school, actually encouraging them to actually get to class on time. I believe getting to class on time is one of our biggest issues. Usually they're kind of lagging and want to talk to their friends, but just kind of that little bit of encouragement. We do have an attendance contract going, so anytime your student is late to the same class 4 times, or not even 4 times, on that 4th one, more than likely you're going to get a call from the school if you haven't done so already. They'll be given a warning, and then they also go possibly to Choice Academy. Choice Academy, if you don't already know, Choice Academy is our in-school suspension. It's run by our football coach, Coach Barger. And so they're out there with him. So after, just so you have that link. This kind of goes into more detail as far as where it needs to go. We don't necessarily give out lockers to everybody, but if your student asks for a locker or requests for a locker, we can give them a locker. So just know that. Don't let them come to you and tell you that they can't have a locker. They can if they request it. And they do see our DEMA students, Mr. Van, for that. If that can be turned off or in airplane mode, basically we just don't want it going off in class. I know sometimes you need to ask your kid what they're doing after school so that you can get in touch with them. Trust me, I have my 12th grade kid in school. I was trying to get in touch with her because I need to know if I'm coming to pick you up or you riding with somebody else, what's going on. But even me as a parent, I couldn't get in touch with my kid. She's not always on the phone, so her phone is on. I have to contact the front office or email her teachers and be like, hey, can you ask my kid what she's doing so I know what I'm doing. So we're going to have to kind of start following that protocol very strictly. So please, parents, don't call your student. I've had a lot of parents call their student. I'm on the phone with my mom, and they showed me it does say mama. Please don't call your kids while they're in school. And then also, of course, just being out of time. So here goes over the offenses. It has the first offense. Phone can be taken from teacher and delivered to the admin. Phone is held for the rest of the day, and then you guys can come and pick that up. Number 2 is held by administrator for 3 days. And a parent or guardian must retrieve it. And then third offense is held for 7 days. And then fourth offense is held for the 30 days. So this came from the district. I've been trying to tell the kids, for whatever reason they think I don't like them, and I sat at home and made this up by myself. I told them, baby, I ain't got time to do this. I really don't even, okay, I'm sorry, video. Okay. I have to follow the rules that the district gave me. So what the rules that the district gave me are these right here, so this is what we will abide by.
Upcoming opportunities, so we do have our financial aid presentation that is coming. So September 16th. Make sure you listen to those call outs. Mr. Brandon will put that out there. Also the Facebook post. FAFSA night is October 1st. They moved up FAFSA. So make sure if your student is planning to go to college as a senior, you meet with Ms. Sales. And also our parent teacher conference is October 28th. So make sure you get all this information on call outs and on our Facebook page as well. Any other resources as well? There's plenty of vendors outside right now if you want to meet with them. We also asked tonight just to be something to introduce yourself to the teachers. They'll be just a laid back today, so just if you want to go through the halls when we get done and follow and come to your attendance teachers, feel free to do so. We're not running on any schedule, so you can go and meet with whoever you need to come out. Also, if you have any more questions, feel free to call the front office. Our number is here, and also you can get that if you search on the internet as well. It's 423-867-6200. And if you want to contact a teacher, please email them. We ask them to check their emails. You may not get a direct response immediately, but we do ask them to respond to the email within a 24-hour period. It's the easiest way to get a hold of our teachers. You can find their emails on the East Ridge website. Besides that,